Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. And what is Tammy doing on a windy Sunday? Well, I should say a cold windy Sunday. I am out in the shop here and I am working on this wonderful doll. I spackled her. You can see the back I haven't done yet. It's all rough and everything yet with the spackling, but her belly area, all this area up in here is looking really good. Now, one thing about it, I did spackle her a little heavier because I wanted to make sure I'm covering all the proper areas on her as well as I can. But you don't want to cover up areas that are of very much important. So I like going in afterwards and just digging out belly buttons. You know, just taking out some of the extra little spackling in here because those are really important areas. You want to make sure that you're getting the whole chest area where the design is. You also want to make sure you're getting this line underneath the crotch here, which I'm not done yet. This side is not done yet. It's getting there. It's too thick over here yet. As you can see, I've got it pretty much speckled over here, so that's great. But this over here is just a little bit too much yet. So anyways, she's looking really good. But why am I making a video about her? Well, she is a full composition ball jointed doll. I have some of her parts sitting here. I've got some of the others. Where's some of the others? Her hips are back here. I'll get one out. They're all been spackled very heavily. I did spackle them heavy. And because of issues with the composition at that. She is kind of like a valley type of thing. She's got a lot of problems with her. If you look at her legs here, she's got a lot of problems in her leg area where I have already spackled them. And I'm still working on them. I'm not done yet. I've got some lines in here. But you can't go too heavy on the sanding. Otherwise, these lines are really going to reappear, which some have, and which I want to spackle again and until I get it to where I want it to be. But she's coming along really nice. I'm happy with her. Let me put this back right now. And but the reason why I got her out here to show you is because she reminds me of a doll, of dolls back in her this certain time around the 1900s, and the German and French dolls. Oh, I have German. I don't have any French dolls, but I think you'll get the idea of what I'm saying here. Here is one of my German dolls. I think this is, if this is the right one. She's either an Armin Marzel, whatever you want to, how you say her, and she's yellow because of the oh, what do you call it? I just had it in my head here. The it protects the wood. I don't use it very varnish. The varnish does turn yellow. Not on all of them. Some of them they do. I was just watching a show from Michael Canadas, and he had a lady on there talking about show and hut. I hope you watch it. It's very interesting. And anyways, on there she was showing some of her show and huts where they have turned a little yellow because of the varnish. But anyways, we're looking at more at the body structure to this doll anyhow, and how it might compare to this doll here. So if we were to look at this doll here, and this body turned to the side like this, you might see that she has a protruding belly and a bum that sticks out a little bit here, and her protruding belly. You know, we'll put her arm up like this, so you can see her belly does stick out. Now this one's a little bit more, I would think, protruding more, and her bum is also protruding more. Mind you, she's got a good bum on her, but this one also has a pretty good bum on her as well. So that's why I think sometimes she's a German or maybe French. I was looking online at some of the French dolls. Actually, they come more comparable to this body than what the German dolls did in some respects. Where did I see it? More in the protruding belly and more in this bum here. So is she French? Is she German? I don't know. What I keep coming up to this all the time. I keep coming back to the reality. I think she's a Horseman doll. Horseman did make a ball-jointed composition doll. Is this one of them? I don't know. I can't tell you if this is it or not. I've been looking into it a lot, and I keep, you know, every now and again I get on there and I keep looking around at it and everything, you know, to see if I can find her. And I come close, but not her. But we're going to keep going. And she excites me. She's a very exciting doll to work on. I think she's beautiful. She's going to be a beautiful doll when she's done. I got to build her ear up yet, but that's nothing to build. I think that's going to be a wonderful. I can't wait to get going on that. Do some sanding here, you know, some work up in here. We'll spackle her too and just get her looking good. I might I think I'm going to milliput all this in here. Just give it some milliput, you know, and then she's ready to go. Milliput in here, you know. Just do some stuff, you know, around and about on her where she's having some difficulties, but and then just spackle her everywhere. I might be able to just get away with spackling this too. I should just try spackling her. you know, first. But this here, I really think she should be, you know, the glue worked on her, but I got a lot of thinking on her to do yet. So we're just going to have to go with what we can do here. But I'm excited about her and working on her, and building an ear is just fantastic. I'm kind of glad it happened in one way, but in another I wish it didn't, you know, kind of 50-50 on it. But this side has to be done, but I can only work on this side right now because I want to make sure I get all her accented areas. Like I say, you want to make sure that you're getting all these areas in here that really show up in the paint, that will tell you about her. And you just want to make sure you're getting that body to look like it did back in its day. But isn't she exciting? I think she's an exciting doll to work on. And she excites me. She thrills me a lot. And she's an old girl. She's older than some of my other dolls that I have. But we're just going to, like I say, I'm just going to sit out here and just sand her away. Just keep going at her here. But what is my goal today? Well, I'm going to go in the house in a little bit. My daughter's going to make a pizza today. We flipped a coin. It was either ziti or pizza. Pizza won. Ziti's going to be another day. So anyways, we're going to have some pizza tonight. I'm going to go in, have a snooze, pizza, and then work on my Dolly Record doll. I'm going to put on some telly, put the lights on, and we're going to zoom in on it, and we're going to deal with that doll. What is Dolly Record's problem? Her problem is that she doesn't have anything to hold the arms on. Her cloth, the material is kind of like rotted away. So we're going to put on some new arms on her, sew it on with some muslin material. We're going to sew that on, and then reattach her arms, and then put her head on, glue it, put elastics on her, whatever it takes to hold that doll's head on, and then we can start dressing her and get her ready for Valentine's Day. I couldn't get her ready for Christmas. Too much going on in my world, but we're going to get her ready for Valentine's Day. I want her ready for Valentine's Day. I want her singing. All right, so that's where I'm at with her. So anyways, I'm excited for her. And I want her out and about. I got a chair for her, waiting for her to sit in. It's up in the attic. I'm just waiting for her to come and sit down. But this is all I do. I just sit out here and I just sand away and make sure that I'm getting in all the areas. So she seems to have even little gullies in here. So you see this one, I emptied it out quite a bit. You can feel it with your finger. But in here I can't. It feels like it just wants to go right a bit. It dips in a bit, but not enough. Not to accent it properly with the paint. So you sit here and you just kind of empty it out. You just sand it out. One thing I'm learning with spackling is when you first take the spackling off, you start sanding your doll, you'll see all kinds of little holes and nicks and everything in it. And I don't get upset over those because they will come out with time. Right now, you just want to get the body sanded down, get all this ripple effect off. Then you can start dealing with what is the body saying to me? Where is its accent points? I see a spine right down to the crack of the bum, and all in here you're going to want to get, there's probably even marks going across here, the shoulder blades. So those are where you're wanting to get. So, but I'm dealing with the front of the body right now, and then we'll go to the back of the body. And I really am starting to feel, I got to be careful because see here in here. So I think I'll just leave this in here now. Maybe just do a little down there, but I think that's pretty good. You can really feel it with your finger now. Now I've got some great underlying areas there that like you can feel it. You just want to make sure the paint's going to go where you want it to go. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. There we go. So you just keep sanding. So anyways, I hope you find this interesting and how I compared it to another doll, a German doll. And maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know why I keep coming back to it, but I just want to say Horseman. Like I said, Horseman did make an all-composition ball-jointed dolls. Is this one of them? I don't know. I wish I did. But she is what she is, and she's going to be beautiful regardless who made her, who she's representing. I think she's going to be a gorgeous doll. I love her. I think she's gorgeous. Well, anyways, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the kind words about my daughter's engagement. She was very happy with what she saw. She was reading them, and it made her really happy. And it was quite a nice time there. So we had, but she'll be leaving in February, and she's going to be going to Tennessee, where she's going to be seeing an international lawyer, and they'll get I don't know how it's going to work, but she's going to get her K1 fiance visa. That's what she's working on, and they're going to start working on. So there's a little bit to that we hear. And so anyways, it's exciting, always exciting. So anyways, thank you for joining me. Thank you for dropping in, sitting down, listening to me talk. And if you have something you'd like to tell me, a comment, I would appreciate it. And give me a thumbs up if you can along the way too. I do appreciate those as well. They help with my channel. Anyhow, thank you and to all my new subscribers, thank you for joining and coming along for the ride in this wonderful world of dolls that need to be restored, that are crying from my bins here to say, please come and help me. That's what's coming up here, is these little babies. They just they can be fixed. Nothing needs to be thrown in the garbage. Hopefully we can fix them all. I don't know if I got the right name. I think it's Gainer's Place or something like that. She got a doll in the mail that was broke. It was a bisque head, and she's gluing it back together, her and her husband are. And I was like, yes, you can save her. She's got a beautiful face, but again, not packed right. I had bisque come in the mail and their eyes were broke. And that's all. And I was thankful for that. They wrapped up the head beautifully, but oh my goodness, the way they jostle those bisque dolls around. I will never order another bisque doll in the mail, I don't think, because of this problem here. And people not packing, they don't know how to pack the doll. She didn't stuff the head, and that's what you got to do. You got to take the paint off the head, and you got to stuff it, and because otherwise the eyes will come out, because that clay in there is old. If it's never been touched, you're looking at clay that's sitting in there about 100 years old, and if it's never been touched at all inside, so that stuff is dry and ready to fall out at any time. And if those eyes hit the back of the head, they're done, because those are all hand blown, mouth blown, I should say. They're mouth blown, and it doesn't take much to break them. But anyways, thank you for joining me. Thank you for dropping in, and we'll be talking to you again really soon. Bye-bye.